Hello. Straight to the question. Draw the graph of the following function. Y is equal to x squared plus 4x minus 1, 4. So we are given the range values of x to be from -1 to 5. 5 marks. And then on the same axis, draw the graph of y is equal to 2x minus 3. And then finally, use your graph to solve the following equations. So we have the first and the second equation. So starting with question 1, I'd like to show you on how to come up with the values of x and y using your calculator. Remember, for you to plot the graph of the function y is equal to x squared plus 4x minus 1, you need to have the values of x and y. So I mean the coordinates. So you must have all the coordinates from the value of x being -1 up to 5. So you ask yourself, when x is -1, what will be the value of y? So we have two ways, but the easiest one is when you use a calculator. But manually, you can use the equation. So when x is -1, what will be the value of y? -1. So you insert here -1. So we are going to have -1 squared plus 4 into brackets times -1, then minus 1. But now let's use a calculator. I show you the simpler way. So number one, what you need to do, when given the values from -1 to 5, so here we assume that the range is 1, so we are going to move from -1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the range is 1. So what you do, you take range times 2. So range times 2, remember our range is 1, so you have 1 times 2 giving you 2. Then next, this is the first value of x. So take this first value of x minus this. So you are going to have -1 minus 2. So you have -3. So using our calculator, we are going to start with -3. And how do we do that? So using your calculator, take -3, then shift, store x. So the value of x is -3. We start with the -3, then backspace. So -3, so remember the value of x now is -3. So x, how do you write x using your calculator? Is alpha, then x. So x plus 1. But remember, the first value of x is -3. So we are going to have -3 plus 1. You have -2. -2 plus 1, and so on and so on. So plus the range. The range is 1. Then shift, store x. So the value of x is going to be added 1, then 1, 1, 1, until the value of x is 5. After this, now backspace, then insert colony. To insert colony, you simply press alpha, then this button here, pole or rec. So it's alpha, then this. So you have a colony. After that, so now we insert this equation here. So we are done with x. Now next we move to y. Y is equal to this equation. So we insert the equation, that's x squared. So alpha x squared, then plus 4x alpha x, then minus 1. So up to this point you are done. Now your work is to press the equal sign. When you press the equal sign, it will give you all the values. So I have my table here. So equal sign, we have x as negative 1. So when x is negative 1, next equal sign, y is negative 4. Remember, y is x squared plus 4x minus 1. So y is negative 4. Next, again, an equal sign. X is 0. So x is 0. Sorry. Then equal sign. Now y is negative 1. Y is negative 1. And then next we have equal sign. X is 1, as you can see from the calculator. Then next equal sign. Now the value of y is 4. Next again equal sign. When x is 2, equal sign, y is 11. Again equal sign. When x is 3, equal sign, y is 20. Then again equal sign. When x is 4, equal sign, y is 31. And then again equal sign. When x is 5, equal sign, y is 44. So once you insert the equation, this equation, now your work is to use the equal sign. So you equal sign the value of x, equal sign the value of y. So when x is 7, y is 76. When x is 8, y is 95. So you simply use the equal sign. Let me repeat the procedure for you again. You have the equation and you have the range of the values of x. So what you do, number one, note the range. The range is 1. From negative 1 to 1, that's 1. From negative 1 to 0, that's 1. 0 to 1, the range is 1. 1 to 2, the range is 1. So you take the range 1 times 2. You must multiply by 2, giving you 2. So if the range was to be 30, for example, if you have a graph with a 30 degrees, 60 degrees, and so on. So if you have that, then the range is 30 degrees. So you take 30 times 2. In this case, our range is 1. 1 times 2, you have 2. Then now come to the first value, which is negative 1. Sorry. The first value is negative 1 minus this result here. So you have negative 3. So you are going to start with negative 3. So negative 3 shift store x. Negative 3 shift store x. So we have that, then delete. So our x is negative 3, then x plus 1. Remember, you are going to add 1, 1, 1 until you reach at 5. So x plus 1, then shift store x. So the value of x is negative 2. So you are done with the value of x. Then backspace, then insert colon. How do you insert colon? Alpha, then press that. So you are done. So next, insert this equation here. The equation is x squared. So alpha x squared plus 4x plus 4 into, so sorry, that's 4x alpha x, then minus 1. So you are done. Value of x, values of y. So when you, then next you use the equal sign. So when I press the first equal sign, I get the value of x to be negative 1. And this was the range given from the question. So you must start with negative 1. So we have when x is negative 1, y is negative 4. Then equal sign. When x is 0, equal sign again, y is negative